Hello there, Bandit Racing League fans. Former broadcaster Marshall Crocker Jr. here, part-time driver, the number 78 for 785 Racing. And today we're going to be talking a little bit about Geezer Authentics, your place for all things Bandit Racing League merchandise. Well, now let's say you want to go and buy a t-shirt for your reigning, defending Bandit Racing League champion, Eddie Hagge. You put it in black, you get it in an extra large, and you add it to your cart there for a reasonable price. You're going to move on, maybe look at some, shirts and sweaters, but maybe there's nothing that catches your eye this time, so you're going to move on to some wall wear. And you know me, I can't lie, I was a big Cody Welch fan back in my time broadcasting, so maybe you want to grab a 785 Cody Welch pennant to hang on your wall above your sim racing rink. You add it to your cart and you're going to move on. Maybe you're thinking some sort of accessory, maybe you're a big hat person like I am, you need something to wrap right on the brim, and there you go, Bandit Racing League hats in a variety of colors, but I personally like the combo of the camo and that Full Send Racing Network orange. And you're going to move on now to some drinkware. You need something to drink your coffee out of in the morning. Why not grab a 785 Racing mug and support yours truly, Marshall Crocker Jr. This has been Geezer Authentics. Check out the site. Lots of great options for Bandit Racing League fans.
LAT Racing Oils is invested in winning. With industry-leading at-track support, superior engineering, blending technology, and the World Championships to prove it, LAT is your premier choice for racing lubricants. Used by NHRA Pro Mod champions Jose Gonzalez and Chris Thorne along with their closest competitors, LAT Racing Oil continues to carry top-level racers to the winner's circle in all categories of competition. From engine oil to transmission fluid and gear oil, LAT has you covered from end to end in your race car. A nationwide dealer network means easy access to our products as well. Visit LATRacingOils.com for more.
Awesome. Welcome, everybody, to Simtrax Broadcasting. Tonight is the night. We are with the Bandit Racing League here on this fine Wednesday night as we come to the season finale. And no better way to settle it and no better place to settle it than Phoenix. Obviously, a track that where everybody cuts the dogleg or doesn't is going to crown a champion here tonight. Stella joining alongside me here tonight where we're going to be racing past that lit cactus. A lot of guys are going to be really hammering down here to find out if they're going to be the season champion or not and how they're going to floss their way up to the front, and it's going to be so tight. We've got a couple of guys out here that kind of been in the background and they're fading off, and these guys are even going to be coming up and trying a couple different things. You can see Eddie Hagge's already spinning around, last season's winner, which is a little unfortunate for him there, but looks like he straightens it out. Taking a look at Jason Greenwell in the 83 Ford. But Stella, talk to me about this track here. A lot of guys are going to be trying not to cause cautions here, but we just saw Jason Greenwell, the tire came off the ground, cutting that dog leg. How dangerous is it out there?
Oh, absolutely. After they did the paving in 2011, well, it's been about 40 years since they'd done anything, so it was about time. But they went ahead and paved that dog leg, and they paved it all the way down through the apron and took out the grass and everything else so that the powers that be that can tell them whether they can use that dog leg or not. At first testing, they said it was like going over a roller coaster. As soon as you hit into the dog leg, you dip down, and when you come out, it launches you. So good luck, fellas, tonight.
All right, well, they're definitely going to need it here. Let's go ahead and take a quick peek at what we are looking at tonight and how dicey it's going to be out there here at Phoenix. 150 laps, 65% fuel limit, and four sets of tires. Not three this time, 4 sets of tires, and of course, 1 fast repair. I'll be joining you here as your lead producer. Stella joining alongside me as the commentator and race control, Nicole Krazel and Bradley Shin. I guarantee you these two are going to be having their eyeballs on guys in the pit. I've seen maximums of 8 seconds saved by slicing off the inside pit road, so they are going to definitely have their eyes on this. Now, Brett Guzik with the heartbreaker last week at Rockingham will be competing tonight, but boy, oh boy, I hate to see how that one finished out for him, but he's going to give it a heck of a shot at the next round. And we are getting ready to kick off the Pro Shine Auto Spa 150 here with another 2 minutes left in qualifying. Stella, the temperature out on the track is 78 degrees. This is going to be very cold out here. I expect to see guys really sliding around and having a hard time out here tonight to make this work. I don't know with some drivers like out there. I think Kevin Foster's starting to get his warm-up lap. Actually, one extra lap as he looks like he's going to qualify in that number 3 spot out there in the green numbers. That is going to be our guys in the playoffs. Right now, Jackson Knock will actually not be joining everybody else who was out there a lot higher in the charge out front. As you can see, he sits 7th. Right now, it looks like our 20th driver, Brandon Jackson, he's trying to see if he can get any better than 17th, and he does, 11th. And knocks Bob Berry down to the 14th spot. Right now, I do see Brett Guzik in the 04. Do not see a qualification time here, so we'll see how this works out. Douglas Ross out there joining us, as well as Mama Goose, Bill Harkins, and Dawson Guzik. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us already. You guys are some diehard fans here at Simtrax Broadcasting. As we come to you live here from Phoenix. Stella, what should I pay attention to out here as these guys are getting ready to get lined up here in just a moment?
Wide, wide, wide. They shrunk it down a little bit when they made the progressive turns and banking on this track, but that progressive banking also made it nice and easy to do door to door. So we should see a lot of that tonight.
All right, so no guys that should be whipping up and smacking each other other than the ones that are cutting the field there. So we'll see how it goes. All right, let's see how this goes here. Right now, this is getting ready to line up. Guys are getting pretty excited out there on the track. I do want to point out that we've got a few guys out there, and if you guys were unsure, our season finalists here, Nick Nickerson out there, Mason Flagar, Kevin Foster, and Jackson Knock are going to be our guys out there on the track, and they're going to be looking to get it done here tonight. This is all some of their stats out there. As you can see, obviously, Nick Nickerson, boy, he's got a bunch of poles, wins, top 5, so he is the tonight's favorite out there in the Big Red Propane. But somebody else with GFR Racing is going to be Kevin Foster. Young Guns only has one driver out there of Mason Flagar, and Jackson Knock looks like he's going to be out there in his own OxyClean machine out there by himself. And let's see if we can go ahead and get this working here. Check this out. These are going to be our guys here tonight. And also right in the dead center middle of your screen up top, Mason Flagar is the most improved driver for the year, or for this season. Not bad. So Mason Flagar is already being awarded that. So the pressure is on as he'll be starting in the 2nd spot here. He's going to be really beside himself. We're going to flip to this screen a few times here tonight as these guys get ready to go here, Stella.
As he's adjusting himself. Wave, you already won a trophy, sweetie. There you go. That's what I was hoping for, was a little bit of light on his face.
Yeah, well, we'll definitely see him, I'm sure, toward the finals. So we'll take a look and see how it goes for him. But let's go ahead and get to our starting grid here for tonight, where I guarantee you guys are going to be on the edge of their seat for this one. Nick Nickerson in the front spot next to Mason Flagar. These two playoff drivers side by side. Kevin Foster will be looking at him from behind to start row number 2. Mark Allen Bivens will be starting on the outside. 76 Chevrolet for him. Curtis Yancey will be starting in 5th next to John Osborne. Jackson Knock, there he is. Our final playoff driver will be starting 7th next to Ethan Sikorsky. Connor Gibson starting 9th, and rounding out the top 10 will be Jason Greenwell. Brandon Jackson starts 11th, and on the outside of row number 6 will be Eddie Hagge, last season's winner. He knows a little bit about this here. Christopher Ferreira sits 13th, Bob Berry 14th, David Lakey with a 15th place start, and on the outside of row number 8 will be Paul Wilson. Hayden Paul sits 17th, Carter Phillips is 18th, Bill Harkins, and it looks like, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Brett Guzik, yes, did pick behind the wheel. He's just not getting in the mix of those guys up front, and that's going to have these guys. Keys. Yeah, he found the keys to the car. That's right. And he's going to be getting ready to go here in just a moment. So excellent job. Appreciate you, Brett Guzik, for being a good sport and still coming out here and playing. These boys are looking to definitely put down some solid times here tonight. And Stella, I would say there's no easy part of this track for these guys to capitalize. Dogleg, I think, will get some of these guys tripped up here. But I don't think there's just that one guy we can point and say, yep, that's him. That's the one that's going to win it. But like I said, Nick Nickerson and the number 2 Ford is the favorite to win it here. And off we go. Green flag here to get the Pro Shine Auto Spa 150 underway.
Wow, and when they say open dog leg, they are taking full advantage of that. We were 3 wide just on the dog leg.
Yeah, and a couple of things we're changing here to see how this is going to work out for them, and they're still making a slight adjustment out there.
Yeah. No, and we're under caution. There's somebody there took it right to the inside wall.
Negative. I'm not seeing a caution out there, Stella. We are making some adjustments.
Oh.
Yep. All right, so Nick Nickerson is getting a early lead here. He's out by over a quarter of a second. Bivens slides up to third, going ahead and getting around Kevin Foster, who's fading quickly as he drops down to fourth, getting ready to pass as Curtis Yancey. Around these guys go. Great job here so far.
Okay, so granted, no yellow flag, but did we not make some serious contact with the inside wall there?
Possibly. It did look like somebody came down and hammered it there. I don't know if Eddie Haggy or somebody got down into that wall. I was uncertain of that one there, Stella, as Brett Guzik has already gone from dead last up to 17th here. He's already sliding as you see him kind of peeking in the edge of the screen here in just a moment. There he is. So right now, still holding on as we rotate back to John Osborne, the 81. Nick Nickerson, we try to keep our eyes on him, but when he starts getting out to that lead that he does every race or so, as he nails down the fastest time of a 27:34, that's just as good as his qualifying time. He is starting to run away with this one, and everybody else is maybe saying that this might be a chip shot for him. Kevin Foster down to 5th here. We're going to take a look.
He's the one that took the wall.
Yeah, we're looking to see if we can notice any damage to the side of that race car. I don't think we can notice. Boy. Yeah, that is supposed to be his number.
Oh, my.
Now, that is definitely not going to work out for him here.
A lovely windswept look.
Yeah, and he's going to wish that hadn't happened so early here in the race. Kevin Foster's now sitting 5th. Still top 5, though. Jackson Knox sitting 7th. Right now, he's still working to see if he can find a route to the front. Knox having a little bit of trouble, though, but we'll still see how it goes. And see out there right now, I believe Dawson Guzik is saying it's Foster out there with the major damage. So Dawson Guzik, our eye in the sky out there, looking to see if he can be all over the place at once.
I'm figuring it's not too terrible. He's only lost 2 spots.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Not too much aerodynamics are needed here. But a couple of guys, I think we got a battle up here for 3rd. Right now, Mark Allen Bivens looks like he was under fire there by Curtis Yancey. And Yancey goes ahead and backs off of him here. Quick cut there to the inside for Yancey, was unable to make the pass. And we are still playing chase to Nickerson, who's now stretched out to almost a 2nd here. I think that's Connor Gibson now working on Kevin Foster, looking to bump him out of the top 5 here. Foster's looking to be marching back. Remember, it said Foster was a 2-time winner here at the Bandit Racing League, so he's been a previous champion before and looking to get another one out there.
Yeah, Greg Smith out there in the chat is rooting on David Lakey. And just to let you know, he has had a rough weekend. A couple days ago, his house was struck by lightning, took out so much electronics, took out light bulbs and windows and everything. And we're so happy that he and his family are still okay, and so is his rig. He is out here tonight and doing great.
Yep, David Lakey right now, he's up 2, sitting 13th, so a couple of quick passes for him as he's working his way back up to front. Eddie Haggy was one of those drivers as Haggy drops down to 14th now.
It did not take him long to put on that beard now that he has retired from the military.
Yeah, well, definitely enjoying the life.
I love it.
And how they say it in Major Pain, the civilian puke's existence.
Oh.
All righty, David Lakey, we hope the best for him here tonight. He was unfortunately eliminated out of the first round there of the playoffs here, as this gets oh so close. And once again, Jason Greenwell almost in the middle of a 3 wide. He seems to be his most comfortable spot, and I don't know why, but it is. And now we get an overhead look at these guys going at it here. Getting side by side for Paul Wilson up here toward the front. And look at Dawson. He's out there trying to get some shout-outs. Ethan Sikorsky sitting in 10th now. Right now that is Paul Wilson down here on the inside of David Lakey. Yep, and we try to see how well this is beginning to fare. Remember, we were talking about Kevin Foster being under fire. Looked like Connor Gibson backed it off a little bit. And Stella, honestly, other than lap 1 there, it looks like everything just kind of fizzled out here just a little bit. I don't know if Carter Phillips has dealt with a bunch of damage out there, but it looked like the number 30 had some trouble back on lap 4 here. I do want to take a peek and see if something happened. This race car.
Oh, self spin. Oh.
Well, as compared.
Okay.
Not bad. He was able to save it. All right. Only took out the front corner there. Didn't get that Simtrax logo damaged there on the back.
Yeah.
Good thing.
Hey, sea turtle conservation. Excellent. Oh,
Right.
excuse me. Conservancies.
Jason Greenwell on the march backwards here. He's down 5. As Eddie Haggy makes his move back to 14. Haggy still holding that outside line here, trying to hold on. Unable to get the full rotation, though, trying to see if the 97's going to squeak by. He's got him clear now, but he's now not one, he's going for 2. Haggy now after Lakey. Lakey on the outside. Trying to be a little more conservative on those tires. That's going to cost him. Lakey loses one of those positions, and Lakey originally had from Haggy. Brett Guzik is our biggest mover here of the race so far in the 04 Toyota. He's now up to 12th. So easy come, easy go is what you see out there. As he's easy going straight into that 12th spot. I definitely expect to see him in the top 10 soon. But Stella, when you get Nick Nickerson and a driver like that out front, out by a second and a half, you start wondering, is Mason Flagar, I made it this far and I was this close. How do I run the guy like this down?
Yeah, I am not sure. He's been so dominant in these last races that I'm not. I do not have the formula for beating him.
All right, well, as we take a look here at Nick Nickerson, I do want to note that he sits a little lower. Boy, he's not happy about that as he's getting ready to lap a car. You see it look like a little miscommunication there with Carter Phillips.
He's just making sure he cleared him.
Yeah, I was. The only thing I was noting is we always. I like having the cameras on these guys, and the reason why is it gives us an opportunity to look and see what their racing style is. It does look like Nick Nickerson races with the wheel higher.
Yes.
Than most guys. It's actually almost up to his shoulders, which is actually how the NASCAR guys drive is it's up high and then they almost hook their hands over the top. So. Almost exactly what you see, and it keeps his arms not from getting tired, rather than having to stretch out. So you see his arms are nice and bent, wheels close and up high. So good job by Nick Nickerson and the way he is out there racing. Obviously it's working as he's down he wasn't over a second and a half there, but I think when he got caught up with the lap traffic, that might have cost him. And I'm sure that's why we are seeing a little attitude out of our leader out there.
But Mason Flager is going to get caught up and with the same person. So I would not be surprised if we'll be right back at a second and a half again.
Yeah, Mason Flagar looking to get a little something going on now. Definitely expect to see out there. Take a look at Flagar. Oh, man, he even got diecast cars in the back. Yeah, buddy.
think I have to do something with the temperature of my screen. He is very dark for me.
Yeah.
And I'm not wearing my shades.
Yeah, he is as well. He is a little dark out there. Right now, Dawson Guzik out there saying the rig should be about nose level out there. We'll go through our top 10 here. Nick Nickerson, Mason Flagar sit 1 and 2. Curtis Yancey down to third. Well, excuse me, up to third as he's moved up 2 in his Chevrolet. As he's passing by some lap car there of Carter Phillips. Mark Allen Bivens sits 4th. Kevin Foster is still holding on to 5th, but he's got a gaggle of cars starting to gang up behind him here. So I think somebody's going to be looking for a soft spot. Connor Gibson sits 6th for the moment, as Jackson Knock has taken that dog leg here to the inside.
Really kind of gave him a little bit of a push there to get past Brandon Jackson, but he's not giving up yet either in that Home Depot orange.
Yep, Brandon Jackson currently sitting 8th. John Osborne is 9th, was eliminated last race as well. And Brett Guzik is up to 10th, passing half the field here so far. So still on a roll here is Brett Guzik. Now remember, our champion is crowned at the highest position placed. You don't have to win the race. If Brett Guzik goes out there and wins this thing, or Eddie Hagge goes out there and wins this thing like he did last year, it still goes to the highest finisher here. So a lot of battling out here on the track. Right now I'm waiting to see if a little bit of Connor Gibson's going to make a move here for the top 5. Gibson to the inside, taking a look. Good angle here. Oh boy, good angle here by our camera. There's the dog leg cut.
Oof.
Right there. You see what advantage it gave him? A little more to the inside, so now he's got half his car on him now, but Kevin Foster should have a good roll out of the turn, and he's going to be able to fend him off as the 99
no. Oh, man. Brandon Jackson just, I don't know if he had a little help, but boy, he took a right when he should have taken that left turn at Albuquerque.
Yep, quick spin around here. First caution here of the night on lap 25. John Osborne.
Oh, back end of John Osborne's car.
Yep. John Osborne and Brandon Jackson involved in this one. And it looks like everybody else was able to avoid, which is probably for the best. Pit road heating up. No one taking any chances here. Remember what I was saying about that inside-outside line here. You may be able to see a couple of things change up. And like I said, RC will have their eyeballs on that. Bill Harkins looks like he's staying out, though.
Okay.
Now, Harkins was a little, was toward the back, so he may be looking to stay back a little bit, and then he's going to pit a lap later.
Ah.
So let's take a look and see what happens to John Osborne here, as it looks like he has met his fate
Limping.
here, unfortunately.
He is limping in, truly.
All right, 99 off the paint. Right underneath, contact with Knock. Oof.
Oh,
Boy, Brett Guzik saw all that happen right in front of him there.
it surely did.
Wow. Awesome
Knock,
job.
though, boy, it was like he was stuck there with lead wheels. He bounced right off him. Clink. Oh, my goodness. Definitely a little pucker factor there.
Oh, yeah. Let's take another look at it from Ethan Sikorsky. Oh, man. He's lucky that 99 didn't sling down.
Yeah, Ethan Sikorsky's got his computer all squared away, got his drivers updated and everything.
All right. That way you can have that fancy-looking paint out there. Dr. G power washing. There you go, Dawson. You happy now?
Nice colors.
Yeah, I do like that fade. Those look pretty nice.
Yeah.
All right. After pit stops, Bill Harkins is working his way down pit. So, like I said, he was trying to get a couple extra gallons of fuel there.
All right.
Nick Nickerson, Mason Flagar, Curtis Yancey, Mark Allen Bivens, and Kevin Foster. These guys remain in the top 5. Jackson Ott, Brett Guzik moves up to 7th. After that tangle up we saw, Eddie Hagge is in 8th, Sikorsky 9th, and Paul Wilson 10th. Connor Gibson. Well, I'm not sure what happened to him. He fell off here pretty bad, outside the top 10 now. So he'll be back here with Jason Greenwell, John Osborne, Christopher Ferreira, who started 13th, only lost 1 spot on the night, compared to John Osborne in the 7 he's lost. Bob Berry, David Lake, he starts 16th. Hayden Paul will be back there as well. Should be 17th. Carter Phillips is 18th. Caution, that should have given him the lucky dog around, so good to go for him. Bill Harkins working his way back onto the track. And I believe I'm missing one last driver here, is Brandon Jackson.
Yeah, the only thing bad here is we know that John Osborne and Brandon Jackson have to have used their fast repair. And this is pretty early on.
Yep. One missing the nose, one missing the tail, and we're going to be at it again.
Yeah. Wow, what a jackrabbit start that was.
I know, it almost brought me speechless there. Right now I was like, did we go under green or is he messing with us? Holy cow.
Oh, no.
Well, Nick Nickerson, after a pit stop of 15:27, 4 tires and fuel, he's right back at it again. Let's see how the rest of these guys handle out there on the track on the fresh tires. Here it comes. Brett Guzik to the inside. Wow. Good thing there's some concrete there, as I think Kevin Foster was getting ready to make him very acquainted with it. Look at the 94 slicing the inside. Yeah, dogleg looking good there for Ethan Sikorsky. Knock is able to fend him off, though. And Kevin Foster running below the paint for just a hair. We just saw what that happens when you run into the paint. So very, very tough here for some of these guys in different traction lines that we are seeing out there. As we ride here shotgun with Eddie Hagge looking forward.
Yeah, he's already got to use some binoculars for finding Nick Nickerson up there.
Oh, yeah. Do appreciate all you guys joining us out there in the chat. Guys, don't forget to subscribe. That's an easy way to chat with us here in the booth. We do keep an eye out there, and I pay Stella to keep her eye out there on the chat and definitely make sure we talk to you guys out there, because sometimes I get locked into the race out here and see what's going on. What do you say we take a look back at Brett Guzik here, moving into a top 5 spot as he puts Mark Allen Bivens behind him.
Wow.
So right now, Guzik doing the high-low here as he slices underneath. Bivens a little agitated there with that move. Had to check up a little bit through the turn as Brett Guzik was having to regain traction as he slid up the track. That definitely works out, though. Mark Allen Bivens will be staring at his rear bumper here for a while as Curtis Yancey is up in the second. Not bad by Yancey. He's going to be chasing down Nickerson. He's the closest one to him by half a second.
Yeah, and Jay out there is reminding everybody to subscribe. That's how you get to chat. That way we can kind of weed out the bots that like to make solicitous offers on our screen.
What a nice way of saying that.
Thank you very much. But I love subskibble.
Well, I was about to ask you, did I say that? I was like, boy, I hope I didn't say that. Subskibble. Alrighty. Let's keep an eye on our battle out here with Ethan Sikorsky's Toyota trying to get around Eddie Hagge. Haggie's still holding on to 8th, though. That is a heck of a lot better than he was running before just a little while ago. Outside the top 10, he's now settled into 8th, and we've got contact here. Yeah, Paul Wilson and Connor Gibson look like they made a little nudge there. Connor Gibson going ahead and taking the dogleg to get away.
I was going to say, it's nice to have about 22 lanes wide to...
Boy, Connor Gibson driving like he's on the other side of the car here.
Yeah.
Trying to see if
I did say we were going to have some side-by-side.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, no, you told me there was some progressive banking that would make for easy side-by-side.
Yes.
But we got guys getting ready to hammer each other and start folding the fenders in.
It should be.
Ooh.
Clink.
Paul
That was all
Wilson.
by himself.
All right. Well, he told his aerodynamic engineer whatever he did was garbage. I'll fix it.
Yep.
Folded that car all up as we get the drone footage.
Yep. His painter is going to be a little upset with him, too.
Well,
He'll
that's
have to
after the race. This is the season finale. He'll have time to fix it.
Fair enough. Do we know when we're coming back?
Atta girl. I was really hoping you were going to ask that. Do you have a drop-dead date?
No, I'm asking you.
Okay, so you don't know. I thought this was kind of a trick here. You were looking for something.
No riddle. No riddle. I was giving you a segue to enlighten me.
Yeah, it's still up for grabs. There's not 100%, I think, date that they've hammered down. I know it's September.
Okay.
But I can't give you a 100% date that they are going to start. So we'll poke around with Bill and see if he knows more 100% what it's going to be.
I would not be surprised if I get a peek here in a few minutes of some. Oh, Curtis Yancey. What in the world? We are now under caution.
Ow.
Yeah, that was painful.
Second caution here of the night. First one at 25, second one at 40. Seem to almost be around the same turn area. 51 will be looking to head on in and get some repairs done, though. I think this will give Bill Harkins a chance to get around and get one of his laps back. All right.
Tyke jumped into the pit real quick there, along with Osborne and Barry, Lakey, Paul. Looks like the back half of the, back half of the group is all headed down pit road.
Yeah, Haggy was up there pretty good as well, and interesting to see him rejoining pit so soon. Let's take a look. What happens to Yancey here? Whoa, okay.
Okay. He did have a little help.
Mason Flagar was flying there. I don't know if that was... Didn't look intentional, though. Let's take another look at it here. There's the dog leg. There's the cut.
Oh. Well, if I'm looking at the lines, Yancey came down and had no idea he was even there.
Right. Well, sometimes the spotters that they give you here don't tell you when they come off that dog leg. Yeah, it looked like 91 was making a sweep and he had no idea he was there.
Yep. 91? 51. Yancey. 51?
Yes, the 51.
Okay.
All right, Yancey in and out. I'll be starting from the back of the field here.
All right.
Pace car lights are still on. And here we are at lap 43. We're going to cut to commercial and we'll be right back.
LAT Racing Oils is invested in winning. With industry-leading at-track support, superior engineering, blending technology, and the World Championships to prove it, LAT is your premier choice for racing lubricants. Used by NHRA Pro Mod champions Jose Gonzalez and Chris Thorne, along with their closest competitors, LAT Racing Oil continues to carry top-level racers to the winner's circle in all categories of competition. From engine oil to transmission fluid and gear oil, LAT has you covered from end to end in your race car. A nationwide dealer network means easy access to our products as well. Visit LATRacingOils.com for more.
Hello there, Bandit Racing League fans. Former broadcaster Marshall Crocker Jr. here, part-time driver, the number 78 for 785 Racing. And today we're going to be talking a little bit about Geezer Authentics, your place for all things Bandit Racing League merchandise. Well, now let's say you want to go and buy a t-shirt for your reigning, defending Bandit Racing League champion, Eddie Haggy. You put it in black, you get it in an extra large, and you add it to your cart there for a reasonable price. You're going to move on, maybe look at some, shirts and sweaters, but maybe there's nothing that catches your eye this time, so you're going to move on to some wall wear. And you know me, I can't lie, I was a big Cody Welch fan back in my time broadcasting. So maybe you want to grab a 785 Cody Welch pennant to hang on your wall above your sim racing rink. You add it to your cart and you're going to move on. Maybe you're thinking some sort of accessory, you know, maybe you're a big hat person like I am. You need something to wrap right on the brim, and there you go. Bandit Racing League hats in a variety of colors, but I personally like the combo of the camo and that full send racing network orange. And you're going to move on now to some drinkware. You need something to drink your coffee out of in the morning. Why not grab a 785 racing mug and support yours truly, Marshall Crocker Jr. This has been Geezer Authentics. Check out the site. Lots of great options for Bandit Racing League fans.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, appreciate you getting a shout out there from our sponsors. What do you say we watch Nick Nickerson have another fantastic takeoff here? Away he goes, and gone. Right now out to a 3/10 second lead here. And now we are looking at Kevin Foster, who shot up to the second spot with the Curtis Jansen spin out there. And Bivens, Flager making contact with him there in the 72. We take a look back from our leader, Nick Nickerson, who is sitting up front in that Ford with one other Ford getting very close. And right now, Foster's trying to make the best of it here as he's going for it.
Yeah, I'm impressed Bivens was able to get his spot back there in fourth, like you say. But Brett Guzik coming up from 19th to that's pretty impressive to floss through the field, as you say. Oh, and we're under caution again.
Caution, as it looks like Christopher Ferreira is dropping pieces off there on the track.
He is. Police your bumper. We ought to be starting to carry little bags around, you know, like the dog walkers do.
All right, I do want to give a shout out there to Brett Guzik by picking up 15 positions here on the night. He's going to forfeit some of them, though, as he's heading his way down pit road.
Got to go sometime.
Yeah.
Now, the only person who has not gone to pits at this point has been Ethan Sikorsky. He is headed down for his first trip into his pit box.
Almost thought he overshot it there for a second.
Yeah, it's okay.
All right. Well, Christopher Ferreira caused caution by him. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what causes this one. Only 6 laps later. Oh, we're 3 wide. Yeah.
Oh.
When you get that low, it's hard to hold it in there. Confused how the back end fell off.
Clink right there.
What really?
Why? I mean,
really?
I get like just blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. Well, Curtis Yancey's down here for an extended amount of time in that box. Looks like there's some damage to the rear end of that car.
Oh, I hope he didn't forget.
No, I'm wondering if he got rear-ended here. No, he's folded up already. Because this is where it happens right in front of him. Well, Stella, if he did forget, he may be like you were saying with some of the other drivers that need to be concerned here. He may be holding on to that fast repair for later at the end. Remember, he's not a playoff driver. We haven't really seen him out here racing at all. So he's not really getting in too much of the tangle up here, but we'll see we'll see if this costs him here as he shoots back down into pit road for some more repairs. 1, 2, and 3 are our playoff drivers. Have to find a telescope out there to find Jackson Knock, who unfortunately is sitting down in 14th. Couple strokes of bad luck here. He's been having some trouble fighting up to the front.
And when he does, somebody sideswipes him. And I think that would probably upset my day.
Yeah. Now, as we take a look at some of these pit strategies out here, Eddie Haggy with a fuel and go. He'll be starting in that 10th position. But Brett Guzik with 4 tires and fuel. He's going to be going for it again. This is really, if you think about it, lap 50. And he's thrown on a set of tires, so probably a good call here. We're going to see him shoot back up to the front again. Let's see if he can offset this.
Man,
David Lakey sitting 7th.
Got a couple new people out there, Atlas and Dr.
Chad.
Okay. Well, I got to get different glasses on or something. They're both rooting on Jackson. He is working his way back up after that icky caution that we had earlier on lap 25. He's now sitting in the top 10.
All right. He gets set inside Mason Flagar. Let's see how he does out here. Glad we finally got a camera for this guy.
Maybe not right this moment.
Shot to the backside there of Kevin Foster. I'm wondering if he thought Foster was going to gun it there, and it looked like it didn't happen. Boy, look how long they have to stay off the gas and wait for that car to turn. Foster off the wall. Wow.
Yeah, that was a rough start.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I start wondering if that's how Nickerson is just getting away. The guy's just ill-timing the jump.
Yeah. Yeah, well, Bivens was right there on the side of Mason, and it was kind of interesting. I wasn't sure if there was contact in a couple different directions on that startup.
A couple of guys going up there and touching that wall for just a little bit, coming back down. Let's get a little higher as I see something happening here in the back with Eddie Haggy. Haggy getting a good pull through on a lot of these turns. 99 got loose in that exact same spot last time. Here we go. Dawson Guzik out there saying he's got beef.
No thanks. No
Well,
red
I'm
meat for
hoping a
me.
beef out there on the track as the 99 tries to dive bomb it in. Brandon Jackson was kind of a gutsy call there. I don't know if I would have tried that. He'll be back at the drawing board and try again. Brad Guzik now dropping down to 13th here. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yancey sending it in. Well, that rear downforce damage may be costing him, and you're starting to see what it's doing.
Yeah, but he almost got himself turned there, and that was a little scary.
As we floss through the rest of the field here, we take a look at Curtis Yancey. Trying to get around Brett Guzik. I don't think Guzik's going to give up that spot lightly. So he's going to have to hold on and try to fend off Jason Greenwell. I want to check in on Kevin Foster, who's still trying to run down Nick Nickerson. He's led every lap here tonight. All 56 of them here. And Mark Allen Bivens still up here. In a 1-2-3 spot.
Yeah, he's wishing he was a day late and a dollar short on that last race, being in 5th. It kept him out of the finals.
Oh, yeah. Well, as you could also see, John Osborne ended up winning the season without a win.
Yes.
You know, so it may have been a consistency thing, and I'm wondering if Mark Allen Bivens just had too bad of a race and just was unable to recover coming back from that.
Well, to me, I look at Bivens. Bivens actually of these top, say the ones just before this last cut, he was in great shape. He was 3rd ranking in the regular season, and that's that's nothing to sneeze at.
No, not at all. Right now, that is John Osborne we're taking a look at. He's chasing behind Paul Wilson and Ethan Sikorsky. right-hand side there. Paul Wilson getting a little friendly with that 94 machine as he pushes him lower and lower there on the track. Stella, I would like to go ahead and put a big circle around Kevin Foster up here. Got him under 0.3 of a second.
Yeah, that's just barely. That's about where he's been running since we've had the restart. Can't quite reel him in. He needs to throw out that, what do you say, throw out that hook, grab that bumper, reel him in.
There you go. There you go. Now you get it. All right, let's check back in on the 99 Ford. Here, Brandon Jackson. And Stella, we were broadcasting the other night, and we couldn't find a Ford in sight. You see how many we have out here now?
That was so strange.
Yep.
It was all Chevys and like 4 Toyotas, and
Yep.
that was it.
Yep. Toyota count still remains low with only 2, but we've got at least more than a handful of Fords out there, and 2 of them sitting in the top 3.
Yep. Looks like Paul Wilson's going to take a shot at John Osborne. Wow, everybody's running the same times. Wow. That does not happen very often.
No, but you can see the fall off is a little bit different between one to another. Eddie Hagge came in on lap 47 for a fuel and go, and is up there slicing through the field.
But so did David Lakey, and he's not.
Yeah, he came in on 41 with a 7.32.
Yeah.
Brett Guzik came in on 47 with 4 tires. 15-second pit stop time, and he's trying to still fight up there. So right now, Jackson Knock has still got a load of work to do here, as he is down to now 13th position. That's 6 down from his qualifying spot. I'm hoping that the 00 here might be able to come up with a plan or a little offset pitting here.
Yeah, I think at this point, running a nice clean race might be. Oh, there you go, Greenwell, tuck it in on the inside. Might be his best strategy, because they keep having disasters up there in the front. Let them keep taking each other out and glide on through.
Yep. Seems about every 20 laps we seem to have a little bit of trouble.
Yeah.
Would say, Rockingham was caution-free.
Yes.
No? I mean, that
was
close.
a little bizarre.
That's close. So Atlas out there rooting on Jackson Knock. Hoping he can hang in there.
Oh, well, see, guys, that's helpful. You can't just say Jackson. Thank you, Atlas. I'm thinking Brandon Jackson. Ah. Marshall Crocker's popping up out there. But then again, we've had Michigan, and Michigan was a disaster. So, it can go both ways.
Yep, we rotate back up to the front here. Nick Nickerson has got almost a second lead over top of Kevin Foster. Mark Allen Bivens holding on to third. Mason Flagar sits now fourth. And Eddie Hagge is still holding on to fifth. He's done a great job here so far, gaining 7 now. But he's still looking to continue the charge forward, as our past champion would like to resume and get back in the front with one final win here for the season. It's going to be a pretty exciting season next season. We're starting off with the 87s. Then we've got the Xfinity cars, and then we've got the next gen. Stella, I don't know. I can't wait. I'm excited to see how this one ends, but I cannot wait to see what this next season has coming up. I have no idea what tracks we're heading to. I just know the cars, and that should be a very exciting one. Stella, I do want to note out there, if we kind of take a peek out there over to the tower, Jackson Knock has started to pick up some speed. He's starting to pass one driver after another. He's now up to 11th. Trying to put Paul Wilson in the rearview mirror here. I'm wondering if anybody else out there kind of chimed in and said, hey, buddy, you might want to start putting the hammer down. Let's go. So lap 47, 4 tires and fuel for him. He's looking to catch back up as right now.
Is catching up to Brett Guzik there and then following him. He knows how to cut through.
Yep. Yeah, and we're going to kind of see how that goes. For Jackson Knock and Brett Guzik had identical times of a 28.71 last turn. So Bill Harkins needs one more caution to get back onto the lead lap here. We've even got Sean Britt out there. Hey, Sean.
Yep. I've been missing you, buddy.
Yep.
But yeah, we have seen worse things happen, but we're not going to wish anything like that on anybody. So.
Yep, a little looseness there out of Paul Wilson. But remember, I was talking about Kevin Foster. I was kind of tipping our hat to him by him hanging on and doing a great job up toward the front. But I'm just wondering if he's frying his tires off trying to hold on to Nickerson. Nickerson now out to a 1.5 second lead.
Yeah, you were complimenting him on when he was a third down. Now he's 1.5 down. That's rough.
Yep.
And it didn't take long either. We are at almost halfway.
All right. Great job here so far. We kind of hone in here on Connor Gibson. Looks like he's got a pretty decent separation between Eddie Haggy and Ethan Sikorsky. Sikorsky with his Toyota sitting 7th. John Osborne's sitting in 8th. Brett Guzik just made the break past that 10th position around Brandon Jackson to secure 9th in the final Toyota here in the field. And Brandon Jackson's Ford is still putting along, though, sitting in 10th. Then we've got to look back almost 1.3 seconds to find Jackson Knock, who's holding on that 11th spot. We take a look back. There's Knock. Knock right now has Jason Greenwell trying to help him out there, but Ford versus Chevy, we'll see how that works out.
Yeah, Haggy actually is doing a heck of a job right now. He had that, like you say, that quick fuel and go on lap 47, and he's up 7 places.
Yeah, not bad here so far. There's a couple of guys are out there trying to do a couple battles out there. Not too much going on right now as we single file out. I would say Osborne and Guzik, I think, are about to go at it. Yep, there they go. And there it is, done. Guzik making quick work of that pass. They moves him into 8th. That's now up 12 from his original start position here. The two Toyotas are going to band together and try to move their way up to the front. Ethan Sikorsky is in front. And we'll see if Brett Guzik can run him down here. Definitely a lot more late run speed. Guzik is faster by about 0.2 per lap than our guys here in the front. Notice how Brett Guzik is not taking the dog leg.
Interesting.
We are having to do a little bit of shifting now. We might have something going on up front here with Mark Allen Bivens. I think Bivens is taking a look here for Foster. Foster to the outside. This is the pass for second. Right now, seeing if they can make any quick work about it the way Brett Guzik did. But it looks like Mark Allen Bivens is going to be a little tight. 72 Mason Flagar. The more these guys battle, the more he's enjoying it.
I don't know. To me, when they start getting so close in front, the last thing I want to do is get all up in the, in their grill.
Yep. Check out the separation here. Watch this. Whoop, there they are. That's what that dog leg looks like. Let's say Flager having a little trouble getting into that turn there. Whoop! Oh, Bivens now is the worst time to blink there, buddy.
Wow.
Well, I guess it could have been better. Or worse.
Worse.
Yeah, definitely hitting that dog leg and then it going away. That'd have been really bad. All right, a couple of guys are deciding to go ahead and come into pit. Curtis Yancey, Paul Wilson, David Lakey. Interesting for Lakey to join in the pit road so early. See how that plays out. Our leader's getting ready to put him more than a lap down here.
Yike.
They've got to hurry up. Connor Gibson working his way on down. Our Canadian in the 31 Chevrolet is going to go ahead and opt to come in for tires and fuel. See how that works out for him. Some of these guys did take tires way back when. The last stop, Connor Gibson did take tires. Caution. Worst time.
Mason is just coming down. Does he keep going through so that he doesn't get stuck?
Yeah, we'll see here in a second. We'll see what his choice is. I believe he would want to drive through, but it's going to put him at the end of the pack anyway. But by the time the pace car gets out and the leader catches him, this may put him a lap down.
Yep. Nope, he's going in. Oh, he's... yeah, booger. he psyched me out.
Yep. He's got to hurry up and get back out there. All right, now this will settle him for the 14th position.
Wow.
Yeah, it was almost like a voluntary EOL is what just happened.
Yes.
But horrible timing. Right now, I guarantee you a lot of people are in Paul Wilson's ear for whatever caused this caution. Pit stops are happening. Let's take a look. What happened to Paul Wilson here? Over the top, little rotation.
Yep. Self-spin?
Right there. There's the caution.
There it is. Yep. The driving, what is it? Driving backwards on the race surface.
Yep. Either in reverse, but you also saw him gun it ahead. And that I went ahead and did it. So, Stella, we notice how the tires start wearing down here. Racetrack is getting super slick. And guys are starting to go up there and greet the wall. Getting ready to cross here for lap 83. And most everybody has come down. Mason Flagar working his way back down. He's going to try this again.
Yeah, that's a long way to go when you have to go all the way up to the front spots.
Right. Boy, that's really going to take his night and kind of scrub it here. Hopefully he is able to hold on to it, though.
Turns it on its head, but it doesn't put him down and out.
No, but he'll have tires and fuel. He's just going to be starting from the back, and so far he's been hanging on to a top 5 all night.
Yeah.
It's kind of a heartbreaker, and especially for the guys who were some laps down to the guys who had pit. They're going to be back at it again. They're going to be trying to get back on the lead lap.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, because Lakey even came down to lap 78, and it's showing him a lap down here. We'll see. He should get the wave around, seeing that the lights are still on. He's out front. So I believe it's Lakey, Connor Gibson, I believe Curtis Yancey, if I'm not mistaken, at least. We'll see if Paul Wilson gets the okay and the go-ahead around the round. As lap 78 is when he pit. So he is not going to revisit pit to get any repairs done. As you can see, the back half of his car is missing.
Yeah.
Bummer.
At this rate, some of these fellas ought to do the painting on the inside, too. We keep losing rear ends like this.
All right, so Kevin Foster gets another chance here. I would say also, if you look at how these guys are having to start and how fast they got to get around.
Ooh.
That's all right. Geico restart zone is in the turn. All right,
okay, you're going to make it. Wow, look at him go. I think that might be the fastest I've ever seen guys catch up.
All right, here we go. Nickerson up and away.
Wow.
15-second pit stop time for Nickerson. Gets a solid restart yet again. This has been all Nickerson's race here all night. Brett Guzik sitting fifth, fades up a little bit, almost makes contact with the 99. But the 94 might just do it for him as we are back under a quick caution yet again. I think Harkins might be involved. Harkins and Christopher Ferreira.
Think we got some new tire issues on that one?
100%.
Okay.
Yep. New rubber out there on the track, guys hammer down, and then there's just not enough to stick. We'll see if this, if the woes continue here for the cautions as they go past the bright yellow cactus. Take a look here. Oink. Carter Phillips and Bill gets smushed.
Yeah, he was already riding the wall before anything happened.
Yeah, he's been having trouble getting around this track out here.
My goodness.
All right. Well, for anybody who wants to kind of switch pit here, try something a little different, this might be the time. Curtis Yancey working his way back down again. This will be his 6th visit to the box.
And for our viewers out there, because they are rooting him on, take a look. Jackson Knock is up in the top 10. He's made it to 8th.
Yeah, right now, that's working out really well for him. Mason Flagar breaks back into the top 10.
Oh, pretty good bump.
We'll see if this kind of thing continues. I definitely want to see how this ends up here at the end. Jay is out there rooting on the 00 of Jackson Knock. We'll see if we can get to our blow apart screen there, Stella, on this next restart. I'll try something a little new here.
I was going to say, let's not blow apart on the restart. That didn't sound good.
Nope.
Now, is this a fuel conservation to
minimal.
take the dog leg on a
Minimal.
caution lap? Okay. Thought that was different.
Yeah, I would like to see Brennan Lacey out here. That would have been a good driver to see out here racing this track. After he won the Rockingham race.
Okay.
Yep.
Fast, go fast, go fast.
Yep. Looks like everybody starting to get in the corner here of Jackson Knock for the BC Sim Sport team. Right now in the BC Sim Sport team, Brett Guzik, Carter Phillips, Christopher Ferreira, Eddie Haggy, and Jason Greenwell.
Haggie's up to 3rd.
Yes.
Nice.
Yep, not doing a bad job at all. All right, pace car should be pulling off the track here momentarily. We'll get this one back under green. Alrighty. Nick Nickerson looking to hold on to this one. Kevin Foster's got to be on the ball this time. See how our drivers handle it here. You see Nickerson getting ready to start shifting. He's in our guy on the top left.
Yeah.
It almost looked like he radioed up.
Zoom, zoom. Let him go.
And you see the difference. Right now, let me tell you right now, Flagar is out there wheeling it. I know he's got a dark screen, but you can see his hand right on the wheel. He is fighting that car around, and so is Knock.
Actually, his whole rig is shaking.
Oh, dog! Quick shuffle up there, 72 to the inside. Flagar looking to put Jackson Knock one position back. 72 machine, look at the speed. There's the dog leg. Ooh,
Yeah.
Knock sends it in. Oh, makes contact. Oh, no. Very,
Man.
very close these guys are. Right now, see if they can hold on to it. Great job by our guys out there.
Yep,
Nickerson,
Connor
Foster,
Gibson.
Bivens sitting 1, 2, and 3. Eddie Haggy falls to 4th. Brett Guzik is 5th. Do we have an issue
Connor
with Connor
Gibson.
Gibson? Yep, Connor Gibson's
Yep.
around.
I was going to say he just finished passing. Oh, man. Bob Berry. And, yep. Oh, he towed.
Says Connor Gibson, Jason Greenwell, Bob Berry, and Hayden Paul.
Yep. He had just finished passing 2 of those fellas. I didn't see Greenwell.
Let's see what happens here. Connor Gibson on the inside of Greenwell. Looks like contact. Little touch there again. Pinball.
Yeah.
All right, there's Greenwell.
Oh.
There's Barry.
My
Barry gets
bit of
caught up.
honey. Oh, Greenwald. Oh, Barry. Yeah. Ouch. No.
Yep, and there's where Hayden Paul gets involved.
That's where Hayden Paul gets into it. Heavens, Betsy.
Yeah, I think actually might get lucky and see if we can find where John Osborne is in all this. We're seeing Pinball up toward the front. Blink. Once around. Alright, we'll see how Connor Gibson fared. I don't know if he's taken back to the front yet.
The Redmond 62 out here is saying he thinks that Barry, Greenwell, and Gibson are all on the same channel. Oh, goodness.
That would bite.
Yeah.
That would bite. Connor Gibson, Jason Greenwell are with the Young Guns. Hayden Paul, who got tangled up there at the end, is with Zero Foxtrot.
Where's Barry?
Yeah, I don't think Bob Berry hangs up in the lounge there with Bill.
Uh-oh.
Alrighty. Still no offsetting pit stops for our guys here in the front. Hayden Paul did come down on 94. Looks like 4 tires and fuel for him. He'll be starting 14th. Carter Phillips working on the way out. I say, Stella, we got a busy crowd here tonight.
We do, and I'm sorry, but I was just looking up at the tower to notice that Flagar and Knock again have moved up to 6th and 7th. They're not just in the top 10, but they're bumping the top 5.
Yeah, a slew of cautions and at least a decent pit stop are going to be required. The cautions seem to be what's helping them shift up toward the front.
You think it's just keeping the front guys from running away with it?
Yeah, well, keeping Nickerson from running away with it, but I'm wondering if somebody decides to short pit and get in front of Nickerson, or if anything else can get changed, because it has been 97 laps now of Nick Nickerson.
Yes,
this
it
apparently
has.
is his night.
That's not what they're saying out there.
All right, well, we'll see. Ready for Nickerson to take off here?
I am.
All right, In just a moment, you'll get your wish. Nickerson getting ready to go. Green flag in the hand for Barney. He's getting ready to let her rip. As we enter the Geico restart zone, Nick Nickerson ready. Away we go.
Zoom, zoom.
Get the perfect shine auto spot. 150 back underway here. Wow. Aggressive cut there by Nick. Great job so far. That gives him the breakaway. We move back to Brett Guzik, who's on the inside of Haggy. Wow. Scuff to the wall there, along with Barry, and I think we got guys upside down. Sikorsky's won.
Goodness.
Stella, we are getting cautions by cautions here.
Yes,
Ethan
we're
Sikorsky's
getting
got
almost
a ton of damage.
running more laps on 55 than we are at 155. Is that 96?
All right, doesn't look like any drivers are going to go under the commitment cone. But John Osborne does. Let's
Okay. Gonna say somebody just went in.
Let's see Ethan Sikorsky if he still has a faster pair.
Not looking good.
Look at this, 3 wide in front of him though. 72 starts getting pinballed.
Blink.
Wow.
Yep. And then he bounces off of Brandon Jackson. Oh. Who took off his front end? Oh, and that looks like a bad, maybe a toe link.
Yeah, we may have one broken.
That right front was like pointing east-west.
Connor Gibson is who clipped him there. He never said anything about the 99. We didn't realize he was getting involved in another scuffle here. As we take a look at it from the top angle. And look at the bumping that's happened. Knocking the 72. 51 of Yancey going at it. 99 holding it off the wall.
Yes.
Oh, but he greets it. Boom.
Wow, he's still, there we go, into the turn, still getting a little squirrely. And Bob Berry, who just got himself all fixed back up, is going, no, 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 not me, not me, not me.
All right. Well, Stella, we learned from the big show that when you tow under caution, you're looking at almost 4 minutes of tow time.
Yes.
So if Ethan Sikorsky could have driven it around, even though limping, he may be able to get this thing repaired faster. There it is. So there's the car going back together. Engine's fired up. And away he goes.
Yep, because that first 2 minutes was the tow. I'll be darned. So 2 minutes and 21 seconds. That's hurtful.
Seeing that puts him now 2 laps down.
It does.
Connor Gibson and Bob Berry are still sitting in pit, though. I don't know if Bob Berry, there he goes, he's getting released.
He is?
Yep, well, he's working his way out of pit.
Oh, there he is.
Yep, Connor Gibson looks like he's still got something going on here. See if I can
Like
get that
his whole
drone
back
out
end
there.
is up. Ah, he did not fast repair. He just got moving. As Jay would say, it's the 200-mile-an-hour tape.
We'll see if this gives him an EOL here. I'm wondering if he has to hit the brakes and get to the back of the line.
Thought he was trying to get out in front of the pace car.
Yeah, they do have a mark out there on the track that if you were exit too late. If you exit too late, they might not do it. I think I'm wondering if that's Connor Gibson's night here.
Huh. Because he just towed back into his pit stall.
Correct. And I think he's been a bunch of laps down here, and I think he might throw in the towel. We'll see.
It was just 2.
Yeah,
Right.
but we've got less than 50 laps left to go. Once again, Nickerson Great jump here. Lap 103 is underway, side by side for Foster and Bivens.
It's interesting. They took a different track this time.
Oh, Foster.
Yeah.
Foster, hold on. Right now you see Knock getting around the outside there of the 99 machine. Knock into 7th. Flagar sitting 9th. He's looking to see if he can fight his way back to the front. He's going to sit behind Knock, though. Let's get back to Knock. There he is. Now, great job here so far. David Lakey sits 11th. Paul Wilson is 10th. Still charging on through, though.
Having this
Go ahead.
heck of a time.
Yep.
Yeah, Brandon Jackson's kind of all over the place. He's tagging and touching and doing some checkups, and everybody there. See, everybody's trying to give him a little bit of extra room, not knowing what to expect with this fella.
Right. Now he is diving into the turn a little early, and I think that might be what's causing him some trouble. Let's see how Knock does as he's working on the inside. Curtis Yancey up front. Oh, wow. Hard stab of the brakes there.
What?
Back up,
What do you think
looking
he's
to back
off?
up that turn, but boy, that's a tough way to do it. Shifts all the weight to the nose. So our playoff drivers all clumped together out there. Knock and Flagar sit 7th and 8th, and Nickerson sit 1 and 3. Not bad here. So 45 laps left to go. Ow.
Oh,
Ow. Yep.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Flager took a little chunk out of that wall.
Well, Mama Goose is recommending that he gets behind Brett Guzik out there. Guzik now 5th. Would say, looking at some of the times, Brett Guzik has actually stalled out a bit here. 28 seconds is what he's running. Everybody else in front of him is running at 28.6 or 28.7 or faster.
Holy mackerel.
Yeah, 72. Mason Flagar making an aggressive move here. That's going to make him ride up the track a little bit. Not able to complete the pass. Trying to find some clean air down toward the bottom. Curtis Yancey occupies that lane in front of him, so
Yes.
dog leg
He's gonna
again.
try it again.
Wow.
They come back right in the same place they were, even though they took what looked like a shortcut.
Yep.
Man.
Taking another look here. Looks like Paul Wilson may be in danger. Brandon Jackson, who's on the outside. Wilson's going to follow along with the 72.
And Nickerson up front is still managing half a second lead over second place Bivens, and another half a second plus that for Kevin Foster.
Yep. Let's talk a little bit about something here that may also need to be taken into consideration. Does Nick Nickerson have enough fuel to make it to the end? I would assume not. I think he's going to pit. He's going to have to pit one more time, but his timing has got to be perfect.
Yeah, let's not run out of fuel on
Whoa.
last. Hold it.
Curtis
Nice.
Yancey being a little bit of a demon out here tonight.
Yeah, most improved driver for season 11, but ow.
Yeah, no, he had some trouble back there on lap 40. He is all over the place right now. Oh,
Ooh,
contact.
he is sideways.
Yeah, let me tell you right now, Mason Flagar is wheeling that thing.
Yes.
And right now, he is having the hardest time to get back up there. The lowest driver out of the championship drivers out there. And still fighting to get through this field.
Yeah, but he's doing an okay job there. I mean, he is in a mess of people, he's in the middle of a bunch of messy people.
Yes. Right now, Flagar in a whole lot of trouble here.
Flagar's gun shy at this point. Yeah, 51 is touching, bumping, is kind of all over the place, and he's between a car and a wall, rocking a hard place.
Trying to see if he can clear him here. And I think he finally gets him.
All right.
Flagar now going to get behind Knock again. 99 sending it to the inside. There's that dive bomb and then the wash up. Yancey goes in and lets it happen. Deal with that later, but caution, baby. This one may be involving one of the same drivers out there, Christopher Ferreira.
No. Again?
Yes. 114, this one caused by the 13 Chevrolet. Let's take a look. What is he doing?
That would be his third of this evening.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what was going on there. We'll see if we can take another look at it. Maybe there's something we missed. He is out of sorts here before he even starts into this turn. But he's got to fade up the track. Unfortunately, Hayden Paul gets hammered here. Everybody out there rooting on Knock, and I don't blame you. Right now he's got a hell of an opportunity here. Down pit road, everybody he's going.
Almost.
Well, Carter Phillips, John Osborne, and I believe Bill Harkins decide to stay out. They may be pitting a little bit later here. My biggest question right now, does anybody else switch this up? As Nickerson's now entering the pit box. Mason Flagar, Kevin Foster, all in their boxes. Jackson Knock. Left side's going on for Knock. OxyClean machine moving. Jack's down, away he goes. He's got to hurry up and get up there. Ooh, Flagar. Slow pit stop, 13.
Ooh, I was going to say, who did he just pass? Wow. That's going to hurt.
Yep, Flagar has Paul Wilson and Curtis Yancey get back past him.
Oh.
Brandon Jackson, with a short pit here, moves up to 5th. If Osborne and Phillips come down. But I'm not sure. Carter Phillips pit on lap 95. And John Osborne came in on lap 99.
Hmm.
Eight cautions here tonight at Phoenix. Definitely a large difference between this week and last week. A couple of drivers looking to try to get some of their laps back. I do believe only the top 15 should be on the lead lap here. Might not be positive. I think Bill Harkins might be on it.
I think Harkins might have made it back with all these cautions. He might have actually worked his way back.
Checking. Yes, Harkins has made it back. Jason Greenwell remains on the lead lap. All right, here comes Bob Berry. All right. Brandon Jackson now pitting. That's going to leave Carter Phillips and John Osborne in the front. So we've heard this before out of some of the drivers and the seasoned ones, what you do with people in the front that have worn tires heading into this one. It may not be on the freshest side. But they had been replaced about 20 laps ago.
Double digits, yeah.
So we we should here, Stella, with the amount of caution laps we've had here and the ones we still continue to do. Have enough fuel to make it to the end. Carter Phillips finally getting a chance here. And Nick Nickerson, for the first time tonight, not leading this race. That may change here really quick, and it does.
Really?
Nick Nickerson is gone. Wow, quick slice. Dogleg comes into play there. Nickerson slices back up, trying to get away from Mark Allen Bivens. And Bivens down on the paint. Haggie's going to attack. Haggie now on around the 04, gets hammered there by Carter Phillips. Phillips doesn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Tires worn out here, having trouble finding the spot where he can slide through or roll backwards. It's got to be one or the other here.
Yeah, he started to roll back, but got a little bump going there and got shimmying around, and I thought for sure we were fixing to have the big one.
All right, well, the big one right now is Jackson Knock, who sits 5th. Contact out there with Curtis Yancey. Looks like he said, hey, you haven't gotten any of my paint on the side of your car. We're going to change that.
Really? He's been sharing.
Yeah, well, maybe we can jab him later on if he's able to make it here. To a podium position or a win for Jackson Knock if OxyClean's going to fix the paint on the side of that car. So Brett Guzik leading the charge here as Jackson Knock is following along. Kevin Foster's trying to come back into the picture. He's sitting 8th. This is a common spot we find Kevin Foster in. The number 8 sitting 8th. Still trying to hold on to it, though. Almost 25 laps left to go. Not quite, though. And we're getting there. Right now, Nickerson, I think, is driving a little harder than he normally does. He's got to make some distance.
Well,
Knock
he's already
up to
got
4th.
that half-second lead.
Yeah, right now, great job as Jackson Knock is still continuing this charge up to the front. 72 Mason Flagar cuts that dog leg, gets him a nose, and now he's past Brett Guzik. Holy cow. I would like to know what these three can do all together up there with Nick Nickerson.
Yeah, they'd have to work together to make any difference, though. They just don't seem to have either the line or the... I don't know, the car to be able to keep up tonight.
Yep. All right, Stella, this time by. 25 laps left to go. Nick Nickerson back in the lead. He's led all but one lap here for the caution lap. They were out in front. Here we go. Right now, Knock. Time is ticking down for him. Knock has been in the pits 4 times here tonight. Mason Flagar only 3. Nickerson only 3. And Kevin Foster's been down 3. Does Jackson Knock have another set of tires waiting for him in case it happens again?
Yeah, I don't know about the number of tires, but looking at the people that are in contention, top 10 right now, all came in on 116.
Yep. I
So
should
they're
say
all
this should level
even
the
Steve.
playing field.
Right.
That's what we're definitely hoping for here. A couple of guys who are out there moving around just a little bit. And 72 may have damage on the side of that car.
Yeah.
Atlas out there with a rally cap. And if Knock can make it up there, Knock needs to come up with over half a second here to catch Eddie Haggie. Haggie's still trying to hold on. Nick Nickerson having one hell of a race here tonight. As he gets past the green cactus, 22 laps left to go here. Now out to a second. Not bad. Let's see where Kevin Foster's coming into play. As Foster's now starting to pick up the pace. Guzik on the roll backwards here.
Yeah, we've got 2, 3, and 4 as far as our playoff players right there. And stuck together in 4, 5, and 6th place.
Yep. Yeah, this has been all Nick Nickerson's race, though. Right now off by 4 seconds is Kevin Foster from the lead. Should have enough fuel to make it all the way to the end. I think Dawson Guzik out there is agreeing with me. And now Brett Guzik is riding alongside Paul Wilson.
That is jarring, seeing them come back up off of that apron.
Yeah, not bad
Jay
here
likes
so far.
teal. Sorry,
Oh,
Jay likes
the teal wheels.
Yeah.
Yep. Alrighty, Stella, we are getting pretty close to the end here.
Okay.
We're going to cut over to commercial real quick, and then I want you to talk about FMR, I want you to talk about Apex, and then we'll be right back.
Okay.
Hello there, Bandit Racing League fans. Former broadcaster Marshall Crocker Jr. here, part-time driver, the number 78 for 785 Racing. And today we're going to be talking a little bit about Geezer Authentics, your place for all things Bandit Racing League merchandise. Well, now let's say you want to go and buy a t-shirt for your reigning, defending Bandit Racing League champion, Eddie Hagge. You put it in black, you get it in an extra large, and you add it to your cart there for a reasonable price. You're going to move on, maybe look at some, shirts and sweaters, but maybe there's nothing that catches your eye this time, so you're going to move on to some wall wear. And you know me, I can't lie, I was a big Cody Welch fan back in my time broadcasting, so maybe you want to grab a 785 Cody Welch pennant to hang on your wall above your sim racing rink. You add it to your cart and you're going to move on. Maybe you're thinking some sort of accessory, maybe you're a big hat person like I am, you need something to wrap right on the brim, and there you go, Bandit Racing League hats in a variety of colors, but I personally like the combo of the camo and that full Center Racing Network orange. And you're going to move on now to some drinkware. You need something to drink your coffee out of in the morning. Why not grab a 785 Racing mug and support yours truly, Marshall Crocker Jr. This has been Geezer Authentics. Check out the site. Lots of great options for Bandit Racing League fans.
LAT Racing Oils is invested in winning. With industry-leading at-track support, superior engineering, blending technology, and the World Championships to prove it, LAT is your premier choice for racing lubricants. Used by NHRA Pro Mod champions Jose Gonzalez and Chris Thorne, along with their closest competitors, LAT Racing Oil continues to carry top-level racers to the winner's circle in all categories of competition. From engine oil to transmission fluid and gear oil, LAT has you covered from end to end in your race car. A nationwide dealer network means easy access to our products as well. Visit LATRacingOils.com for more.
That was LAT Racing Oils, high-performance race oil for the real world. Visit latracingoils.com. One of our other sponsors, FMR Performance, stands for Fred Mott Racing. Performance aftermarket products for your everyday hot rod. Look for them on Facebook and eBay under Fred Mott Racing. Let's not forget, for your sim racing, Apex. Apex Sim Racing delivers all the components from all the major brands. And if you code in Bandit when you make your purchases, the league receives a percentage of that sale. And those percentages all come directly back into the league. So find them at apexsimracing.com. And we must thank tonight Perfect Shine Auto Spa for all your detailing needs for sponsoring tonight's race. Choose Perfect Shine Auto Spa in Houston, Texas.
Beautiful. Excellent. Appreciate you guys and hanging out there for us. Shout out from our sponsors. And also for everybody out there who is watching, guys, this is coming down to the wire. Nick Nickerson only 12 laps away from a win here tonight as we kind of hone in on the number 2 Ford. Big red propane machine out there. Away he goes. Right now, this is an excellent job, and we have a definite caution as we see the number 30 facing the wall. And a late race caution. Stella, this could be the trip up that some of these other drivers need.
Wow.
Our playoff drivers sitting 4, 5, and 6, and Nickerson obviously in the lead. I would love to see a situation where maybe Knock and Flagar come down and Foster come down, and the other two guys, the top three are hung out. So we'll definitely crown a champion here very soon, as I'm sure we'll be somewhere around 7 or 5 to go. Let's see what happens to Carter Phillips here. I'm wondering if this is just a looseness. Yep. Walks it on around. Clink. Bummer. Yep, that's the leader slinging by right there.
Okay, stopped on the field.
All right, Lucia out there, right and waiting. Oh, what did I say? Eddie Haggy, Jackson Knock, Brett Guzik stay out.
Wow.
Nickerson, Bivens, Flagar, and Kevin Foster working their way down pit.
Ooh.
Not the three I thought.
This should be very, very interesting.
Not the three I thought. No way.
Haggy, Knock, Guzik. I can see that. If they don't need it. I mean, if they have no tires in the pits, why go in? They got enough gas to finish.
Right, but right now, do they have the tires?
I don't know. It
So
depends on
Haggy-
how far back Nickerson and Foster and everybody's going to be.
So can Eddie Haggy and Brett Guzik block enough for Knock to get away for this? So BC Sim Sport sitting right now 1, 2, 3, and 4. As Jason Greenwell is going to join in on the fight. Wow. And an odd pit stop time, Nickerson is actually in 7th. Flagar
With 9
sits
to
5th.
go.
Mark Allen Bivens is 6th.
That's back there a little bit.
Even if Knock doesn't win it, he's the top dog.
Yes. He's the highest finisher
Wow.
of the 4 playoff drivers.
Wow.
But,
Right now, all
hey,
the Knock fans are lighting it up here.
the fat lady hasn't sung yet. We have 8 laps to go, and the lights are still on.
Situations. We move to Jackson Knock. Yeah. Figure he's biting them nails. He's nervous. Oh, man.
Bum, bum, bum. That is pretty wild to have Guzik, Haggy, and Greenwell all being able to work with him in BC SimSport team.
Wow. So we'll see how this goes. Knock
Marshall
is up
Crocker
toward the
says-
top.
Says
Flagar
he's
sits
calling for
5th.
Foster.
Yep, Flagar sits 5th. Nickerson down to 7th. And Foster's going to have to pull a rabbit out of his hat, as he's down to 8th.
You mean 8 is in 8th again?
Yep.
It is kind of ironic.
Well, 4 tires and fuel for our guys here in the back. Mason Flagar did a quick stop when he came in on 141. He's going to be looking to upset here.
Bivens is warming him up, boy.
Well, he knows everybody else is getting ready to bulldoze through him. So you better be ready to have that hammer down. The 2 of these guys are definitely going to link up here and talk about this restart. Alrighty, here we go. Back under green with 6 laps left to go. Separation here in the back. No cautions yet. Everything looking good. Knock starting to get a little bit loose. Diving in goes Brett Guzik. Oh, and we're
Gosh.
piling them up
God.
here in the back. Flagar's involved.
Oh. Wow.
Kevin Foster involved. Foster's obliterated. All right, if we are still on your phone out there and the TV remote is not through the screen, our 10th caution of the night has come out. Kevin Foster, Mason Flagar, Curtis Yancey, and Bill Harkins were all involved in this.
My heavens. I don't think I've ever seen so many back bumpers fly in one night. Wow.
All right, let's take a look at it here. Boy, look at this.
Yeah.
Almost 4 wide there. Send it up.
Well,
Guzik rotates up. And that's where
Mark,
the 7-2 just runs out of room as Nickerson's on the inside.
but Mark Allen was making some serious inroads on Jackson Knock. I mean, he was sending it through. Who exactly caused this one? Oh,
I know we're supposed to remain impartial on this here,
my
Stella,
bad.
so it's
Never
hard to
mind.
say. Right now, when you're saying he's making that move, right now he is diving into a hole that is open
Yes.
barely for him.
Yes.
Guzik rotates up. You see the 72 is run out of room
Oh,
for Guzik rotating up, and that's what gets caught. The 72
got it.
with Nickerson and Guzik.
And then he wraps around. Oh, hang on. Nope, he's holding it.
Well, it snaps back on him here.
Dilly's not.
Yep, that should be him catching Yancey there. And net code for Mr. Foster.
Oh, my
Foster
heavens.
had cleared it.
Oh, that's so wrong. Oh, I mean, that wasn't even close. That was like a mile. Wow.
Yeah. I think some words are going to be said out there, as some teammates have been taken out on this one.
Wow.
As I'm hoping Bivens, with the move where he squeezed into that hole, has taken out his teammate out there, which Dawson Guzik looks like he's on it. That does put Knock into the front. Nickerson into 5th. And it looks like Flagar is holding on to 10th here. Flagar with a massive amount of damage to the front of this car.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks like Mark Allen Bivens is still out there. For any of the drivers out there in the chat, I've got a question for you. If you are a do not serve for a caused caution, no EOL or anything like that, does it carry to the next season?
Ouch.
That's my question for them. No
Okay.
trivia tonight. As we're getting ready to get to our first green-white checkered here. Away we go. Knock will have front spot. Haggy, I believe,
Is in second.
is sitting second.
Oh, no. It
Now,
just
regardless, these two teammates, all three, BC Sim Sports surround Knock. Haggy going to take us to the green flag here. Let's go at it one more time. All right, back under green. Haggy out front. Remember how loose Knock was last time. Right now,
Nickerson
Brett
on the
Guzik
inside.
is losing it. Nick Nickerson fires up the gap. Half a second. This is the shot. Right now, Nickerson getting right alongside Jackson Knock here. Following along, white flag this time by. Wait for Nickerson to make the move. Nickerson sliding through the turn. Still seeing if they can go for it. White flag. Drivers piling up there in the back. Nickerson only has 2 more turns if he wants to overtake. Right now, Jackson is nervous. Nickerson diving to the inside. He might have him here. Oh, he's coming. Oh, no. Jackson Knock getting a giant airful of Nickerson here. Has to make a solid turn, and I think he's going to beat him. Nick Nickerson getting him on the last turn. Steals it away from Jackson Knock.
Wow. He saw his opening. Holy moly.
Jackson Knock by 1 car length. Mason Flagar places 6th. And Kevin Foster with a 17th place finish after his obliteration. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there is your champion here. Not bad here by Nick Nickerson. Knock placing 3rd. That was close. 0.3 of a second. Jackson Knock missed it, though.
Yeah,
But Nick Nickerson able to break away and get it, and Eddie Hagge coming away with the win. So I would definitely expect to see Jackson Knock come back next year or next season and definitely come on with definitely a head of steam. That's a great job out there by Nick Nickerson.
Yeah, he just bided his time there on that last restart. Waited for one person to go high, and I said it was like, Nickerson on the inside. And wow. So that was the difference between lap 116 tires and lap 141 tires. I don't think he could just keep up when Nickerson went to pass him.
Wow, what a pass, though. What a pass.
And we can't leave out the fact that Eddie Hagge has won Phoenix.
Yes. Oh, I didn't. I'm going back to the pass here. Just kind of set him up. I'll take a look because Jason Greenwell was taken out there in the back. So Nick Nickerson, you see him lining up.
Oh, he sure was.
Right there. So you saw Nickerson, no contact was made. Great job. And really, you got to, if you're Jackson Knock, you got to tip your hat to the guy as well. He didn't take you out because he could have slid to the inside and taken everybody out. But great job here. Great job. And I think this is what sealed the deal right there. Wow. Wow, wow. Excellent job here. And Hagge coming away with the win. Nickerson enjoying his spot.
Hey, I didn't actually know you could drive up there.
Yep. Yeah, there are a few tracks they've opened up for you out there to do such things. So yes, yes, yes. All right, guys, hold on just a moment. Let's go ahead and reel these guys in because it's getting crazy out there. Hold on.
Hello there, Bandit Racing League fans. Former broadcaster Marshall Crocker Jr. here, part-time driver, the number 78 for 785 Racing. And today we're going to be talking a little bit about Geezer Authentics, your place for all things Bandit Racing League merchandise. Well, now let's say you want to go and buy a t-shirt for your reigning, defending Bandit Racing League champion, Eddie Hagge. You put it in black, you get it in an extra large, and you add it to your cart there for a reasonable price. You're going to move on, maybe look at some, shirts and sweaters, but maybe there's nothing that catches your eye this time, so you're going to move on to some wallwear. And you know me, I can't lie, I was a big Cody Welch fan back in my time broadcasting, so maybe you want to grab a 785 Cody Welch pennant to hang on your wall above your sim racing rig. You add it to your cart and you're going to move on. Maybe you're thinking some sort of accessory, maybe you're a big hat person like I am, you need something to wrap right on the brim, and there you go, Bandit Racing League hats in a variety of colors, but I personally like the combo of the camo and that Full Send Racing Network orange. And you're going to move on now to some drinkware. You need something to drink your coffee out of in the morning. Why not grab a 785 Racing mug and support yours truly, Marshall Crocker Jr. This has been Geezer Authentics. Check out the site. Lots of great options for Bandit Racing League fans.
LAT Racing Oils is invested in winning. With industry-leading at-track support, superior engineering, blending technology, and the World Championships to prove it, LAT is your premier choice for racing lubricants. Used by NHRA Pro Mod champions Jose Gonzalez and Chris Thorne, along with their closest competitors, LAT Racing Oil continues to carry top-level racers to the winner's circle in all categories of competition. From engine oil to transmission fluid and gear oil, LAT has you covered from end to end in your race car. A nationwide dealer network means easy access to our products as well. Visit LATRacingOils.com for more.
I'm a little heartbroken, but we did the best we could. I was hanging out with the BC Sim Sport guys. They were helping me the whole time. So appreciative of them. Really, nothing much else I could have done on the last lap there. I probably could have let off on the back straightaway and bumped him into the next corner. He said that's what he expected me to do, but that's just not the way I drive. I wanted to win it clean, and that doesn't always work. I had much older tires than Nick did.
You did.
But we're gonna come back next year or next season, and we're gonna do all the same stuff, and we're gonna be right back in the same place, and we're gonna win it next time.
Man, that was an awesome race, man. And I've got to say, it looked like the chips were stacked against you as far back as you ended up early in the race. Got up to the front and surrounded by three teammates. It looks like Greenwell may have taken the first shot out there as he ended up getting taken out on the white flag.
Yeah.
But man, I mean, yeah, was there anything you could have done to try to see if you could fend off Nick Nickerson? Had Eddie Haggy thought about fading off so you'd win the race, or was he all in? He was going to take it.
Oh, he was all in, and I really don't blame him. I was in call with him too. He was like, I'm not gonna mess you up or anything, but I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna win the race. Which props to him. He did a really great job today. Me and him, I think, ran close to the same strategy. So really, really good for Eddie. But I feel like all I could have done was stay a little bit lower and block Nick in the corner a little bit better. But really, all in all, I think I really did it. Went out there and did the best I could, and I think that's really important. This is the first year I've ever been good. This is the first year I've ever made it to the second round of the playoffs. So I'm really just so appreciative of everyone who supports me, and everyone in the. I've been told there's a lot of people in the chat.
Yeah.
So that makes me really happy. So just really appreciative of everyone who supports me, and in my real life racing efforts as well as my sim racing efforts. But this league means a lot to me, and obviously I would have loved it so much to take the win on the championship. But I'm so happy and very proud of myself that I was able to make it to this point. And I think we're going to be right back here again next season.
All right. Well, that almost answers everything. What's next in store for Jackson Knock next season? I mean, is there a manufacturer change? Do we switch teams? Are we doing anything different that we should be looking out for?
There might be a little bit of a team switch. I don't know if you guys, hanging out in that BC Sim Sport chat, hanging out with Brett and Eddie Haggy, as well as I'm trying to remember who else was in there. Eddie Haggy, Brett Guzik, Jason Greenwell, Carter Phillips. I believe there might have been one more.
Christopher Friera.
Yeah. Hanging out in there with them, helping me with strategy, helping me with everything. I would love to be on that team, if not a team like that, next year, and I got things in the works. So just, be ready. However, I'm not switching manufacturers. Chevy all the way.
All right.
You might see some different paint schemes next year, though. It might be a little bit different. So be ready for that.
All right. Well, we'll definitely keep an eye out for that, jazzing it up. Remember, you got 87s, Xfinities, and Next Gens coming up next season, man. So I've got to say, that's going to be I'm super excited to see how that works out. Jackson Knock, man, so close yet it's just right there, man. But we were all rooting you on, man. But we'll go for it next season. Give me your shout outs here.
We have on the car, OxyClean, my mom's company. They've been doing oxygen cleaning. They do oxygen cleaning or clean parts with solvent for parts that use oxygen, like scuba gear, and even parts that go on rocket ships. So, I would also like to thank. We got Atlas. We got my mom. We got my brother Max. We got my friend Matthew on the chat. We got Braden. We got Hiram, as well as my grandma, my grandpa, my mom, my dad, and anyone else who might have been in the chat supporting me. My boss, I think, might have been watching too. And anyone who supports me, really appreciative. Yeah, I think that's about what I got.
Excellent job, Jackson Knott. Congratulations on your third place finish, man. And we're excited to see what you got for us next season.
Thank you. I will see you then.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, Stella, that's going to do it there for Jackson Knock. Moving on to our race winner here of the night. That's going to be Eddie Haggy, and we'll talk to Eddie Haggy about how in the world he came away with this one. Eddie, with this race, man, what a run.
Yeah, man. Sorry I don't have my camera today. I didn't really expect to win, but a nice surprise. We were just talking about it in the green room. Lots of different tire strategies. Bill gave us a lot of tires this race. And you'd think it being nighttime, there's a lot more grip. You wouldn't need them as much, but we had a strategy. Our team, BC SimSport, early in the race with 50 to go, there was a yellow. We thought that we could pit and make it on one stop. The other guys would have had to take 2 stops, but there were more cautions and it kind of ruined the strategy. But 10 to go, a yellow comes out, and I couldn't believe Nick and Mark took tires. So I didn't think I'd be able to hold on because my tires were a little bit shot, but I was able to come away with it.
Man, very close it was here all the way to the end. There was never a strategy about blocking to see if you could push Knock for the win, regardless if he had been the highest finisher. He'd have won the championship out there. But man, he looks like he's pretty excited about possibly joining you guys' team next year.
Yeah, we're proud of him. I'm proud of him. I'm excited to have him as a teammate. I told him I wanted to win the race, so I wasn't going to pull over anything. So I thought he almost had it, but it looked like I was trying to look forward, but it looked like Nick got him in the last turn there.
All right. Unfortunate elimination for you, Mr. Haggy, earlier here in the season, but you come away with the win here at Phoenix. I've asked multiple leagues about, does anybody know that, hey, I can make the Final Four, I do very well, I can make the Final Four. When do you start practicing for Phoenix? I mean, do you practice at all? Because this is back-to-back wins now.
Yeah, I didn't win the championship last year. I won the championship last year. I didn't win the race. I finished 5th. I don't really practice for the championship venue ahead of time. It is nice to get a win when you're eliminated. It kind of shows everybody that you feel like you deserve to be there. Just had an unfortunate first round of the playoffs and got eliminated, but that's what a playoff is about. Sometimes people who think that they should move on don't, and people who, are underdogs, maybe they move on, and that's what makes it exciting. So happy to get a win. It's a bummer our team couldn't win the championship, but I'm excited to get back to it in a month.
All righty. Well, I asked Jackson. I'm going to ask you. Is there anything new that Eddie Haggy has lined up for this upcoming season?
Anything new, like sponsors or strategy?
Sponsors, strategies, teams, paint schemes. What are you getting excited about for this upcoming run?
Well, I'm always excited to represent my family business, Maggie HR Consulting and EP Wealth Advisors. Those are 2 excellent businesses within my family for HR consulting and financial services needs. Always excited to run those cars. They're beautiful paint schemes. Excited to run Dr. G Power Washing for my teammate Dawson. Always driving Chevys for VC SimSport. I'm proud to do it and certainly love my teammates. I'm just thankful for the chance to race in this league for y'all, that you guys are going to be back. I'm excited about that. I'm excited the Bills keeping the league going. I'm thankful. And but really every week it's just fun to run.
All right, man. I'm excited, and congratulations on your win, man. 11 spots gained. You started outside the top 10 and came away with a win in that Chevy Camaro tonight. So what a race, man. What a way to end it, and what a way to end the season.
Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. I'm excited to see y'all in a few weeks.
Oh, yeah. Eddie Hagge, congratulations, buddy, and we'll see you next season.
Thank you. We'll see y'all.
All righty. Stella, that's 1 and 3. Now let's go ahead and see if we can get a conversation out there with our season champion out there of Nick Nickerson. He is super stoked. We saw him out there doing burnouts in the infield as well. Looks like he is ready to go. Nick Nickerson, what a race this was here all the way to the end.
Yeah, man, that was really easy going in the beginning and then very hard fought at the end. Wasn't sure if I would be able to pull it off and kind of weaseled my way up there on the last second of the last lap. So definitely happy with the outcome. I'm still a little frustrated about how that race kind of played out, especially the ends. I mean, I kind of called it that something like that was going to happen, but somehow I was able to pull it off. I don't think I took a breath that entire last 2 laps, to be honest.
I believe that.
I was like, straight up laser focused, and that was a rough one.
Boy, this was all your race all night.
Yep.
And it just looked like it was a matter of hitting your marks and having solid restarts out there. It did look like a couple of drivers did get close, though. I think Kevin Foster was hanging in there pretty well, and Mark Allen Bivens was giving you a little bit of trouble. Now, I mean, not side by side, but they were a lot larger in the rear view than others.
Yeah, that was kind of trying to just maintain a gap and maintain the tires for in case it actually did go, like a large green flag runs. So, I wasn't trying to just like blow everybody's doors off. Just a little bit of tire management there, but I knew if I stayed in the lead, I had that race won. I just felt super comfortable. I had a good line, and I had a couple options on a line as a leader. I knew if I got, even in back to 5th place, that I was going to be in trouble because passing was very difficult. It wasn't so bad when you had 4 fresh tires and everybody in front of you had either 2 or none. But yeah, exciting ending. Can't wait to watch that one.
Yeah, it was definitely close. I don't know if I got yelling so loud my voice cracked out there, man. We got going pretty good up here in the booth, but this lines you up for the cup. This lines you up for the ring, and we are guaranteed we're probably going to see you next season, are we not?
Yeah, man, for sure. This one holds dear. This will be my 3rd championship, and this is the first time I won a playoff. Probably the last time I ever will, too, because I don't know if I want this kind of stress in my life.
Oh,
After this one.
oh
But,
man.
we'll see. I mean, I'm still going to keep running, of course. But work is hectic. I'm very surprised I was able to make every one of these playoff rounds. And to be honest, I might have had to change my work schedule up a little bit, so I actually made it here. And, not that I did anything wrong, but I don't know if I can do that again all next season. I have a job where I go out of town a lot, so I can't always make these Wednesdays.
I was
And
gonna say, I think you only had like 14 starts, and
yeah.
so I was gonna ask you if you were gonna be part-time driving again.
Yeah. Well, I got lucky because it was a summertime. I live here in Arizona. So in Arizona and Mexico, it gets pretty hot. There's not a lot of stuff going on during the summertime. But now that we're heading into the wintertime, where it's generally better, it's probably going to be a lot more projects for me to have to go out to do and stuff, So we'll see. I mean, I'll keep racing as much as I can and try to click off as many wins as I can and join you guys in these fun booth conversations.
Oh, yeah.
Excellent.
Well, I do want to kind of poke around a little bit. So the lap 145 caution was definitely a headache. That threw everything into the air. A daring call to come down and pit to throw some tires on, and then, man, I don't know. It just got wild right here toward the end. And I think really I was telling everybody out here, even in the chat, to give a tip their hat to you for keeping it a clean pass, because you were out of shape, something fierce, getting next to him, and I said, "Oh no, you can't."
You saw that? You saw that like dog leg last lap? Or
Oh, we see
I
everything.
said, do not take that. If you took him out, I swear, I think you'd have been public enemy number 1 out there. That'd been pretty bad.
well, if that would have happened, I would have pulled over. I'm not gonna win like that.
Yeah.
Not my third one, anyways.
Yeah, it just looked like the two of y'all bumping and banging. I said, oh boy, this isn't gonna be good. But it almost looked like you let out a little bit just to get recontrol of the car, and what a beautiful move it was for that final pass here right to the end, man. But this is definitely an awesome job here to come away with not only the entire season, man. You've been just so hot, but to come away actually with a championship at the end, this has just got to be almost exhilarating and almost. I'm hoping this is a stress relief for you, though.
Yeah, definitely gonna make the rest of the week feel a lot better. You know, I didn't put as much practice as I wanted to for this race. Just I did the race yesterday, of course, but I've been out of town Monday and I got back yesterday, and then I'm going back to town tomorrow. But it's gonna be nice knowing that I have a championship race coming up. You know, that was
There you go.
you know, it's as much as I pretend like they don't stress me out, I definitely think a lot about like, okay, what do I want to do in these certain circumstances, and I try to tell myself like to not do that, but can't help it. And
Alrighty, man.
yeah, man.
Well, go ahead and
anyways,
give
I don't
me-
want to ramble.
Yeah, you're fine. Go ahead and give me the shout outs here from the Big Red Propane Ford out there.
Man, so first off, Bill and all he does for this league. You know, this is one of the best leagues out there, and I think a lot of people can attest to that. And everybody that participates in it, you know, this is one hell of a group of guys and girls. I guess you're part of that too, Stella. And
Oh,
you know,
thanks.
and man, it's just so much fun. Like, you know, I'm part of other leagues, and you know, I kind of come and go, but this one is like my main focus. I cannot wait for Wednesdays. I love these races, and yeah, everybody that participates, man, it's just it's awesome. I hope we keep going with it. Sponsors, you know, good old Big Red. They sponsored us for 4 seasons now. You know, throw a little money our way for, you know, rig upgrades and whatnot. Can't thank them enough. I'm glad to give them yet another championship and a handful of wins. And Kevin and Paul and Ricky, my teammates. And Ben's also with us too. Like, them guys have been awesome this entire season, being able to kind of throw strategies back and forth and just talk about general racing. It really makes it an extra dynamic that's just so much more fun than just racing by yourself. You know, anybody out there, if they're not racing on a team, you really should, because it's just a whole new element. That's about it, man. And of course, I appreciate you guys putting on this broadcast. They're freaking amazing. And of course, I cannot wait to watch this one as soon as we're done here.
Yeah, I used to have a guy that every time he won a race, he was the one who liked the video, and then that way he could save it and show all his buddies.
Oh, yeah.
That way he
There
would
you
be
go.
able to save it. But Nick Nickerson, congratulations, man, dude. That is definitely a huge payoff here. Bill, I see you in here, my man. Anything to add?
Yes.
Nah, I just wanted to congratulate Nick on being the first 3-time.
Ooh, that's right.
Couldn't ask for a better, couldn't ask for a better rep of a champ. Dominating pretty much every time he comes in, but it also makes all these guys step up and become more competitive. So it's been a great year, and thank you very much, Nick. Good job.
Man, pleasure's mine, man. You're the one that puts this whole show together. It's mostly you.
Nope, it's all of us.
Oh, here we
49
go.
people.
Here we go. All right, boys, I'll let you go kiss off the scene. Get out of
Aye,
here.
aye, aye, aye. We have one more interview to do.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
One more.
Okay, all right. Nick Nickerson, congratulations, man. What a race this was, and we'll hopefully we'll see you next season. I know probably part-time, but still, I'd love to see you out here.
Hey, man. I
He
definitely tried.
said that part-time stuff last year too. So
Yeah. We'll see
Until he locks himself in for the playoffs again.
I just can't say that I'm going to be here every race, but I'll try to.
All right, man. Well, definitely when there's a
Appreciate
road
it.
race, I expect to find the number 2.
Oh, yeah.
Nick, appreciate you, buddy, and we'll catch you sometime next season.
Appreciate you guys. Take care.
All righty. That should do it, and that's going to go ahead and take Nick Nickerson gone and out. What a race that was for him. An awesome job here. But you're saying we got to go ahead and get a hold of
Mr. Mason Flagar.
All right, well, talk to this feller. Hey, feller.
How's it going?
Dude, this
You
race. Dude, what? All right, let's get to what in the world happened a little bit out there on the track. I mean, and kind of how you kept your head up to keep rolling because your car finished in pieces here tonight.
It was ups and downs all night. I mean, I think I had to battle from 15th on back about 4 times tonight. So,
Yes. Well, you weren't the only one doing that, I'll tell you. But what we really want to talk to you about is the fact that you have been awarded. Bum, bum, bum. Bill?
Oh, who, me? Huh? What?
Yeah.
Mason, you've been awarded the most improved driver for season 12. Made huge steps this year. Ultra competitive. 2 race wins, correct?
yeah, 2.
Yeah, 2. So nice job, man. Come a long way from a guy whose computer before wouldn't even give him 2 laps without blinking all over the place. To a guy who's ultra competitive now. Great job.
Thank you.
deserve it.
All right, Mason, what was the change? What was the final change? Was it practicing with teammates? Is it some rig upgrades? What changed your racing career here tonight? In the Bandit Racing League.
I think it was just I started putting more practice in. Started practicing with Mark and Connor, a couple other guys. Just learning how to save tires, save fuel, and still be fast. I think that was a big part of this season. Was saving the tires, being there at the long run. That was the big problem with me last season and seasons before.
Nice.
Well, we still finished 6th here tonight. Really awesome job. But how do we set ourselves up for the next season? How do we continue this solid role that you've got going on and let it transfer in the next season?
I just got to keep practicing. It's going to be a tough challenge going into the next gens. I haven't ran those as much. Same with the 87s. I don't think I've ever raced the 87 at a non-super speedway, so it'll be a big adjustment.
All right, brakes are super spongy in the 87s, and in the next gens it steers like a brick. So it's going to be a lot harder with the 87s, man. With the weight you got to throw around, it should be super exciting. Any big changes that we may see out of you this upcoming season?
Honestly, not much. I'm just going to try and keep doing the same thing I've been doing. I mean,
All right. Same
nothing
paint
else
scheme.
really going to be changing.
All right. Well, we'll kind of hold our breath, though. Maybe you'll surprise us with a paint scheme or something different out there or something exciting. Who knows? You might win the first race of the year, Bill, which is still working on the schedule out there. It's still written in pencil. Tired of you tearing the paper, man. You got to come up with it quick.
Written on a napkin.
Yeah, actually, it's written on nothing. I haven't even started the schedule yet.
Oh
so.
my dude.
Do we know at least what date we're looking at
Yeah, we gave the date.
to tell our viewers when to show up?
Yeah, didn't we announce that a couple weeks ago? The 20. Well, it was the 28th or something, isn't it?
Say it again.
28. All right.
I think it was. Whatever that Wednesday is, around that time.
Okay.
Beautiful.
So it's basically a month.
All right.
Exactly 1 month.
Cool.
Okay.
We'll see you guys next again on the 25th of September. That'll be another fantastic Wednesday to kick off. All right, Mason Flagar, congratulations on a 6th place finish, though, buddy. Hopefully we'll see you come away with a championship. You raced like you got one in you. We just got to see you come away with one. Give me your shout-outs here while I got you on the tap, though.
I just want to thank you guys for putting this amazing broadcast on. Bill put an amazing season on, season after season. I want to thank Mark, Nolan, Keegan. They've all been there. Connor has been there. It's really about it. I mean, everybody in this league for giving us pretty good racing every week.
Pretty good. I think
Hey,
it's great.
Let me ask Mason one thing real quick. Mason, you have a national championship already, correct?
What do you mean?
Don't you have a national championship in junior dragster?
Yes, I do.
Oh,
At Las
So-
Vegas Motor Speedway.
Yes. So my point is, he knows what it's like to be a champion. So
wow.
Yeah, we just got to go. Well, we got him going in circles now instead of a straight line.
Very cool on that. Congrats.
very true.
All right, Mason. Congratulations, buddy, and we'll see you in a month of the next season.
Thank you. We'll see you guys next season.
Oh yeah. All right, Bill. Well, that should do it for us here.
Yes,
for
let me,
season 12,
let me-
my man.
Let me jump on top of you here for 1 second. First, first of all, I have to thank every single person that has sat down for any part of this season and watched us. We had a rocky start, then you guys came in and just smoothed the whole program out with the broadcast, and that was phenomenal. Adding you guys to the season was the exact medicine I needed at that time. So getting you guys in here was awesome. But that also goes for the viewers. You know, normally we do a fan appreciation, and I didn't do that this year because honestly, the merch sales haven't gone that well. Usually, I'll do a fan appreciation. Fan gets to win a couple of shirts. I want to repeat that next year. We'll have 3 winners who can choose any shirt on the site. So I would like to repeat that in season 13. But also to all the drivers, I think we've had, don't quote me, but I think it's 49 different drivers this year. That's a pretty good field of cars. I think we've averaged in the 20s. So I'm happy with the season, happy with the outcomes. And I need a week or 2 off so I can get ready for 13.
All right. Awesome.
So thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Bill. I appreciate you signing us on, buddy. It's definitely been a wild ride here this season. I'm glad we were able to pick up the baton out there from Mr. Crocker and go ahead and take you guys on into the next championship round and into the following season. Stella, anything left to add here before we go ahead and get ready to sign off?
Yes, actually, I would like to bring to the attention of anybody listening that they too can come race. All they need to do is talk to Bill at banditracingle.com. You can find them both on the web and on Facebook.
Ooh, hey, can I get one other shout out in there?
There you go.
Sorry. All the drivers in the league who are watching this, remember there is a drivers meeting this coming Wednesday in regards to, well, next Wednesday, in regards to season 13. So it's a 9:00 start Eastern time. Make sure you guys all attend, please, so we can talk about 13 and actually 12 as well. So now I'm done.
Hey.
Sorry.
Me too, Patrick.
All righty, Stella, appreciate you joining alongside me tonight for this wild race and a wild finish here at the end. But from all of us here at SimTrax Broadcasting, be well, be safe, be kind, and we'll see all you guys next season. Bye, guys.